This is the Evil Never Dies podcast with Brett and Carl. This podcast may contain adult themes, violence, and strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back, evil ones, to the Evil Never Dies podcast. I'm Brett, here with Carl again, as we are every week.
I was going to say, you always say I'm back again. I haven't gone anywhere. I guess. I don't know.
I guess I need to stop saying that for sure.
I got my massive Bucky's glow-in-the-dark cup, but you can't see the glow-in-the-dark with the computer. But when I put it down on my new drink stand, it looks cool. Yes, I finally found me a table to put my drinks on when I'm doing computer work.
Oh, that's cool.
It has got a skeleton base and a spider top, and it's actually really strong. Came from that home store, and at the store, I felt like it was flimsy, but sitting on my table, on my floor, it's fucking strong. I'm excited.
Cool.
It's the little things that excite me.
The little things. You got a haircut too, man. Look good, man.
I did. I was too long, and my barber had been sick, Jerry.
You don't look like a fucking ruffian anymore.
Yeah. So Michaela got trained by Jerry how to cut my hair.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So now I guess Michaela will be my barber from now on.
Maybe I'll have her give me a trim. I need a little some dead ends cut off.
And we got to say farewell to the Peagle. Here's the shirt. It's now officially retired from the Texas Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
No more Peagle.
No more Peagle.
No more Peagle.
So tonight we're going to be covering a very controversial film when it came out, and I guess it's still pretty controversial still today. So
I guess I don't know. I don't know that they've made all kinds of remakes and sequels and prequels and everything else. I think of it.
Yeah, we'll go into that a little bit later on. We are going to be reviewing I Spit on Your Grave, which
not Last House on the Left, because I confuse these two movies a lot. They're very similar. At least I think they are.
When this came out in 1978, it was originally titled Day of the Woman. It's an American horror, rape, and revenge film.
I don't find this to be a horror movie in any capacity. There's nothing horror about it. I don't know what it is.
All right.
I'm not saying I don't fit the topic of the show. I'm just saying I don't feel this is a horror movie.
Yeah, well, that's what they got it listed as, I guess.
I saw it as they called it something else.
Like an exploitation movie.
Yeah,
sort of in a way.
I didn't even see it rated as a horror movie on what I was reading. What little I read about it.
All right. It's directed by May. I don't know. I'm going to screw this up.
Floyd Mayweather.
Mayor Zarki. He's
where the hell's he from?
He's Israeli American.
Okay.
It was also he also wrote the movie, wrote the script, and he also did the editing on it. I guess it took him like there's an interview on the Blu-ray, which we'll talk about shortly too. But yeah, he took him like a year to edit this movie.
He's probably editing out the.
Well, there's a lot that goes with that too that we'll get.
He had to edit out the beepies.
Yeah. Produced by Joseph Zabeda. Cinematography by Yuri Haviv. Production company Cinemagic Pictures. Distributed by the Jerry Gross organization, which he redistributed it in 1980, actually. And he's the one that changed the name to I Spit on Your Grave. But the director, he wanted to have AKA the other one. What's the other one?
Day of the Woman.
Day of the Woman, yeah. On all the movie posters, all the physical media covers, all that.
So he got his wish, I guess.
Yeah. He's very proud of this movie.
Well, I'm glad he is.
Original release date was November 22nd, 1978. Has a running time of 102 minutes. Country, United States. English language. Budget was $80,000. And you can really tell it was $80,000 in 1978.
True, that would be true.
For sure. All right. Do we even need to go over a plot, really?
I guess we can. I mean, this lady, I guess she's in New York. She's some kind of a writer or something. I don't know exactly what. She writes something, but I don't know if it's a novel or what. Decides she's just going to move to some summer camp or summer house. And
Yeah,
she's never seen the place and don't even know anything about the place. Sort of odd and bizarre. Just takes off alone by herself and
well,
moves
I guess she was staying up there for the summer, like to do writing or whatever.
to do writing, I guess, like you
Yep.
said. And she goes to a gas station and meets what could be considered the Sawyer family, I guess, sort of.
Yeah,
Bunch
in a
of
way, yeah.
hillbilly, wherever the hell they were.
Yeah, and they're in like Connecticut or some shit.
And one of them is definitely mentally challenged, and he's the one that delivers the groceries. And basically, in a nutshell, these four raped this poor girl literally to death, but she doesn't die, and she comes back for revenge. And I've made this sound a whole lot better than I think that it really is, honestly. I don't think there's a lot of good character development in this movie, but we'll get into that later as well. But that's pretty much the premise of I Spit on Your Grave. Like I said, it's very similar to Last House on the Left. Very, very similar.
It's got that vibe for sure.
Yeah, it does.
All righty, let's go over the cast here. First off, we got Camille Keaton as Jennifer Hills. She's the, I guess, both the antagonist and the protagonist, that you might say.
I would say so, yeah.
Aaron Tabor as Johnny Stillman. And most of these people in this, I think this must be the only movie that they did, except for there's one guy here. Richard Pace as Matthew Duncan. He was the mentally challenged
Gentleman. I
Yeah.
think he was the best, actually, guy in the movie myself.
He went on to do a couple other things, but like I said, most everybody, this was like their only stuff that they did. So Anthony Nichols as Stanley Woods, Gunter Kleeman as Andy Cherinsky, Alexis Magnotti as Becky Stillman, Johnny's wife, Tammy Zarki as Melissa Stillman, Johnny's daughter, and Terry Starkey, Johnny Stillman Jr., Johnny's son. And they are both the real kids of the director.
Okay.
Tracy Ferrante as the waitress, William Taskell as Porter, Isaac Agami as the butcher, and Ronit Haviv as the supermarket girl. And I think she's like the sister to the cinematographer guy, director of photography or whatever.
Okay.
A lot of family stuff in this movie. Well, you had to back then with an $80,000 budget,
True that. Yeah.
So that's still going on today with
It's
independent films.
like those Addams Family guys. Yeah.
Yep. And that's it for the cast. Uh, I guess I can go over the Blu-ray now.
Yeah. This is the first time ever I think that Brett has the Blu-ray and I do not. I
Yeah.
actually watched this off of Fandango.
Well,
Got it cheap on Fandango.
I got this back on Prime Week or whatever the hell it was. It was on sale because what you looked
On
it up. They
Prime
want like
Week.
$30 for it now.
Yeah, it's a pretty expensive release. That's
And
why I said I wasn't going to buy it.
there is a 4K version out of this too. I don't know how good it is, but
Yeah, I don't know.
this one looks great, man. They got all the the old timey film, the little white specks and speckles and shit.
Oh yeah, the
White,
artifacts.
yeah, the artifacts, the old time artifacts,
Yeah,
non-digital,
sort of
so
like Texas Chainsaw Massacre did.
yep, yep, exactly. But they got all that stuff out of there. It looks really good.
It looked good on Voodoo or Fandango, whatever we're calling it this week. I think it's Voodoo again. And I think it's Fandango again. I don't know what it's called, but it looked really good on there. I'll give them credit. I think it's probably the same transfer. Usually they get the good transfers. It looked great, honestly. It looked really good on video, so I agree with you there.
And this had probably a 30-minute interview with the director, and also commentary by the director. I'd like to go back. It's sort of hard to listen to him though with his accent.
Yeah.
And there's an audio commentary by Joe Bob Briggs.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I wonder what Joe Bob thinks of this
I'm
movie.
sort of curious. I wonder if he goes along with it like he does on his show.
I don't know.
But yeah, good Blu-ray for sure.
Who put it out? What company?
Oh, let's see here.
It's not one of the main independents that
No,
we use. It's not like Scream
I think this
Factory.
came out in 2012. I got to put my shit. I
Spectacles on.
still can't even read it. The thing is like really small.
I didn't research to who put the thing out since I wasn't gonna buy it and I'm not gonna buy it, but I do got it on Fandango,
This
Voodoo,
little
whatever.
bitty thing in the corner. You can't read it. But this is the not rated version. So uh yeah, good Blu-ray, man. And I got two stickers.
Yeah, show me the
Or
stickers.
not stickers, they're refrigerator
Magnets?
magnets. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Of the
I'm having
original cover, and for the sequel, there's one for the sequel too. I Spit on Your Grave, Deja Vu.
Yeah, that came out not long ago, I
Yeah, like
think, at this point.
2019, I think.
I'm having trouble. I put some magnets on my front door and they actually glued to the door. So you got to watch these magnets in the sun, I guess.
Oh, no
Never
shit.
knew that. I'm good now because I have a metal sign up and it's got a two-way magnet, so it won't glue. I was having to fix my bride. She got
All
all.
right, I can take my glasses off now.
Take your spectacles off while I
Quit
fix my
looking
bride's hair.
looking like a freak. The director got the inspiration for this movie
From Last House on the Left.
no, in 1974, him and his daughter and I think
Yeah, I heard this story or something. Yeah.
his friend, they were driving through a park in New York City, and this girl climbed out of the bushes naked and bleeding and shit. And they helped her, and I guess they went back and forth. Should we take her to the hospital or should we take her to the police station? Well, they decided on the police station, and they got there, and I guess the cops were dicks to him, and wanted to interview her, and she couldn't even talk because she had a broken jaw.
Well, it was the 70s, it was a different time
Yeah, the
then.
New York police, But anyway, he ended up telling the cop, "Listen, she's got to go to the
Help this chick
hospital,
out.
man."
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So,
terrible. Terrible story. But I guess it inspired him to write this movie. How's my bride look up there? I think I finally got her good.
Yep, she looks good.
Cool. I've been playing with her hair as you've been telling the story.
Oh shit. Let's see here. I guess
There is no score to this movie. If
no,
anybody's,
it's a score. There's a little bit of
I heard no score, but I'll
well,
talk about that as we review it.
the harmonica
Oh,
during
whatever. There
that
ain't no
that
fucking score.
well, no, that's the only music that was in it.
Oh,
And in another scene, she put a record on the record player with some classical shit. That's the only music in the whole thing.
yeah.
The rest of it's nature sounds and
Which I don't know that I have a problem with that.
No, I sort of thought it was
I
cool.
don't think every fucking movie needs a score, so I'm gonna give him credit for that one.
Yeah. So
It makes it more realistic.
that's what he said.
Maybe they ought to have less scores in some these type of movies, not necessarily this genre of movies, but just in general. We'll see.
We'll see. Uh, to cast this movie, he just put an ad in a couple of the local New York entertainment magazines, that came out, and over 4,000 actresses auditioned, and over 600 men.
That's amazing. I mean, I guess maybe they didn't know exactly the details of the movie, but the first half of the movie, the actress is pretty much nude completely.
Exactly.
She was a really skinny girl too.
Yep. Skinny with
You want to go ahead and say it?
the biggest 70s bush I've ever seen in my life.
Apparently, people in the 70s didn't know what grooming or anything like that was. I don't know. I was a child in the 70s, so I wouldn't have known. Nobody knew what grooming was about, I guess.
I guess. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, like we said, this film, it took him like 4 or 5 times to finally get an R rating
I don't know how he got an R rating.
through the MPAA.
Well, he hid the schlongs, I guess. That helped him out.
Well,
That's probably what took him so long to edit it.
hid well, they're the unrated version and they're back in it. So I don't know if you watch the unrated version.
I don't think so because I did not see any male parts. No complaint. I'm not complaining about that, just for the record.
Well, he kept turning it in, and they said nope, it's no good. And he's like, well, what's wrong with this one? Tell me what to take out. What do you want out? And they wouldn't tell him.
Oh well, geez.
They just kept sending it back.
I will say this is the one movie that I could see board having some real issues with more than, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't find anything in Texas Chainsaw Massacre really bad, so.
Well, he finally ended up taking out the anal rape scene, and they gave him an R rating. That's what had him going.
Well, that's what the problem was.
Yep. So, yep, took that out, and they gave him an R rating.
Gotcha.
But then in 1980, the guy who redistributed it, he didn't care. He's like, we're putting the original shit out and changing the name.
Yeah.
And they had a big old, I guess somebody got a hold of the director and said, hey man, they're distributing your film in the UK. What's up with that? And he got his lawyers on the phone and called them, and it was like, well, we got rights from this company in California. So there was a big spiel with that and court battles and shit over an $80,000 film.
Well, what this dude did he do anything else?
I don't think so, man.
I don't remember anything much about it. I will say again, I don't know much about this movie. I have seen it before because I remember it when I was watching it today, but I don't know anything about it. This is not a movie that I'm a specialist in, and it goes back to what we said before. A lot of these 70s movies, I'm just not up on. Not like the 50s and 40s and 60s and 80s. That's The 70s is my one decade that there's just a lot of movies I don't think I'm real fond of or know a lot about. I wouldn't say I'm not fond of them all.
And then when they come back, when it came out in 1980 and they went to distribute it all over worldwide, everybody banned it.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Look at my newest little toy here.
What's that?
This is a computer light. See? It sits on
Oh,
my desk and it shines on my keyboard because I'm doing a lot of computer work at home again. And he's just a dandy, isn't he?
oh, that's cool. Where'd
Since
you
I'm
get?
not having to buy stuff for the you know what, I'm able to get stuff for the house this year. We'll talk about that some other time.
Yeah.
Back to the I Spit on Your Grave, Day of the Woman, or Power of the Woman, or whatever it was called.
All right. I guess we can go into some more trivia here.
Yeah, because I don't have much to add, unfortunately, this week.
All four of the male actors asked to appear naked in the film to remove awkwardness or embarrassment about their own nudity and to show solidarity for Camille Keaton, who spends much of the film nude.
Oh, that's good of them. They should have.
The scar on the left side of Jennifer's face, which is Camille Keaton, is the result of a car accident that she had in her youth. In the post-trauma scenes, the makeup artist exaggerated it. In the opening and closing scenes, it was hidden under a thin layer of foundation. All the actors performed their own stunts. Yeah, because they only had $80,000. They couldn't hire
Right? They couldn't
stunt
have
people.
got a fucking stunt man for this thing.
Let's see here. Talk
God, I
about
love my new
that.
table. Love it, man.
Friday the 13th, Part 2 was filmed in the same locations in 1980. I was,
I could see that. It looked very similar.
because the first one the original they filmed in New Jersey.
They
So,
did, yes.
and this is taking place in Connecticut. So, all righty here. One crew member quit during filming after the filming of the second rape scene. He simply couldn't stomach it anymore.
I can
Film's
see
makeup
that.
artist quit the film halfway through. She had been gang raped in her youth and couldn't bear to relive the horror of her attacks, even though she was aware of the film's plot before agreeing to work on it. So, why would you do that? If you
I
got
don't
an
know.
issue already, why would you?
I don't think I would have agreed to do it if me, myself, if it's something they knew it was going to be a pretty horrific storyline and a pretty horrific movie, I guess. So I don't know.
Oh man! All zoom shots were achieved by placing the camera and the camera operator in a shopping cart.
A shopping cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that thing called, a Foley?
Mm-hmm.
Or the little train thing? Is that the Foley?
I
Uh,
guess that's what you do when you got this low budget. You use a
well,
shopping cart.
yep, they did the same purpose, man.
It
Shit.
worked, I guess.
And
So
I
yeah.
know they actually did this because I was looking there. They got still pictures on
Yeah,
that
on the Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, and I seen a guy in a cart with a camera. So that
Brett, you got to get some more Blu-rays, dude. You got to step up your game.
I know. I'm
I've
gonna
already got
clean.
next week's movie picked, by the way.
Oh, good, good.
You're gonna have to find it though.
I'm gonna have to find it.
It's probably not on.
Well, we'll talk about that after. If I have to, I'll
It
order
it's
it.
not on Tubi, the home of everything.
Is it out on Blu-ray?
Yes, I just bought it on Blu-ray and it arrived today because it's a movie I'm very fond of.
How much is it?
Cheap,
Oh, okay.
like 13, 14
We'll
bucks.
we'll talk about that after we're
We'll
done
talk
here.
about it afterwards. I may
Already
watch it
talked
tonight.
about
Well, I got to
that.
watch wrestling first. I'm missing wrestling because of this damn show, by the way, people. I'm just playing. It's on ESPN, so I can rewind it and watch it back. Back to the Day of the Woman movie.
Some of the films that influenced the director were Michael Winner's Death Wish, 1974.
I don't see
Awesome,
it.
awesome movie though.
It is, but I don't see any. I guess the revenge factor, I guess.
Yeah. Uh, Ingmar Bergman's The Virgin Spring from 1960, and Henry King's The Barbados from 1958.
And Wes Craven's Last House on the Left from 1973, I believe it was.
72, I think. Yeah.
Might be. Close. I hate the dog on this, but I'm sorry. It's very similar.
It took Zarchi or Zarky or however you pronounce it 4 months to write the screenplay, largely on his commute to work on the train. Couldn't do that today.
No, he's liable to get killed on the train.
Fucking throat slit.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Right. We won't go there though.
Camille Keaton is Buster Keaton's great niece.
Well, that's cool trivia right there. How's my Ozzy album look? It looks good right there. See it?
And Camille Keaton and the director actually were married and got 2 kids together.
Well, that's cool too.
Let's see here. Camille Keaton said in a 2019 interview that she kept on writer-director Zarkis for about 30 to 35 years, saying, "Why don't you make a sequel?" Finally, she gave up because it didn't happen. Then one day she got a phone call to appear in the 2019 sequel, I Spit on Your Grave, Deja Vu.
This was after the remake, part 2 of the remake, and part 3 of the remake.
Yeah.
Now, I did watch the remake and not real impressed with it.
I watched the first one, then I tried to watch the second one.
And you gave up.
And I gave up. And then I
Yeah.
ain't even tried to even watch the
I wouldn't
third.
even worry about the third one now.
Them were all. First one I thought wasn't bad. I think they did a good job, and also the director said that he
was approved of it.
approved. Yeah,
It was okay, I guess. I don't know.
I thought it was okay. It was just as good as this one is.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably was.
In a modern,
Maybe probably less graphic. I don't remember. I don't know if you get away with that in the more modern day.
Let's see here. Yep, Demi Moore was.
Yeah, that's what we are talking about before we started. Demi Moore is on the poster.
Yep.
I always wondered who that was because that scene is not in the movie clearly. So Demi Moore was on the poster.
This was confirmed in her memoir, Inside Out. Producer Charles Band bought the video distribution rights for the movie in 1981.
Hey, I know who Charles Band is.
Yeah. Your subspecies guy.
Yeah.
When it came to, among other things.
Yeah.
When it came time to design a new poster, he felt that Camille Keaton was too thin and wasn't shapely enough for the poster.
She was a thin lady.
She still had hips though, but
she did. She had,
but she was very thin around the waist.
Yeah, that's what it was. But Demi had to, well, this was in the 80s. I guess they redesigned the poster. I never knew that either.
Yep.
So there you go. I'm learning all kinds of shit about this movie. I said Demi Moore was one of my major crushes when I was younger.
I guess at the same time, he was also producing the sci-fi horror film Parasite from 1982, which co-starred Moore.
She was in Parasite?
Who had been a nude model before getting into acting. He thought she had the perfect backside for what they needed, so he chose her for the pose.
Good job, Charles Band. I'll give him credit.
Despite the controversy and negative reviews, the performance of Camille Keaton has been praised by critics.
Yeah, I'll give her credit. She did do a good job performing this terrible stuff she had to go through.
Yeah,
that would have been really hard, I think, on anybody. That would have been a hard movie to be a part of, in my opinion. Yeah. Although I'm sure now there's worse Lifetime movies, I don't know that they'd be as graphic, though.
Yeah.
They might be more detailed. This is a very, you have to imagine what's going on movie. It's not got a lot of, now in this day and age, they're going to tell you all about it.
For sure. The character of Matthew was inspired by a mentally disabled man who worked in the director's building.
That guy was a good actor.
Uh, After filming the exhausting scene where Andy sodomizes Jennifer against the rock, Zarchis wanted Camille Keaton to slowly roll off the rock and flop up against a nearby tree. The confused actress, already emotional from the scene she just had to perform, stormed off to a nearby equipment van to break a few things. I guess she was fucking taking out her.
Don't blame the lady.
Before returning and telling the director that if he wanted that shot, he'd have to demonstrate it to her first. At the instruction, he even began to strip naked to match her, but she permitted him to keep his underwear on and perform the action as he would like her to, or seeing that the actress agreed as long as they could get it right on the first take. So she's like, get it on the first, or that's it.
That's it. I don't blame her at all.
British feminist Julie Bindel actively picketed the film when it was first released in the UK. She later recanted that view, stating that she now considered it a feminist film.
That's sort of what the remake more is, I would think.
Yeah, for sure. Camille Keaton endured the backlash that surrounded I Spit on Your Grave, but never turned her back on the film or her role. Though she did quit a sequel that Donald Farmer started filming in the late 80s because he kept changing the dialogue and she was confused about and having problems memorizing her lines.
Oh no.
So they never finished it.
Never finished it.
But she was in the actual sequel to the original movie. So, and I ain't seen that either.
No, I didn't even know it existed until I was looking into this movie, honestly.
Let's see here.
But again, this is not a movie that I was a big fan of, so I guess it wouldn't surprise. I knew that I did watch the sequel. I think I already said that. I'm repeating myself because I don't have a lot to say on this. So I'll shut up and let Brett continue. I'm shut it up.
In real life, the house where she's staying at, the cabin or whatever the hell it's supposed to be,
It was a cabin.
is actually owned by Nuri Haviv, who is the director of photography for the film. Zarki said he had visited his colleague when he was developing the script and was influenced by its location. It's probably an expensive piece of property.
Oh, I'm sure it
On
was.
the lake or the river right there. I guess that's a river.
In Connecticut, didn't we say?
Yep, Connecticut.
Yeah, it would have been expensive.
Film critic Roger Ebert called it the worst movie ever made, going even further than Gene Siskel, who also loathed it but did not talk about it after he agreed with Ebert that it was easily the worst movie either of them saw in the year it was released, 1980. Ebert talked at length both on his show and in print about how the element of the film that disturbed him the most was seeing it with a fairly large audience who alternately laughed about the rape scenes and then hypocritically extorted the female lead to get revenge on her rapist. Ebert wrote that he wanted to tell these viewers how disgusted he was, but decided not to and simply ran out of the theater as quickly as possible once the movie ended. What a pussy.
What, that he didn't tell him?
Yeah, speak your fucking mind.
Well, it was the 70s. People weren't as open as they are now. Social media has made people braver and dumber. I'll say both. Dumber and braver. We'll go that way.
Well,
70s, 80s people had a little bit more respect. I don't know.
Well, even today, I would rather have somebody say something, say it to my face,
Well, and I think I told you, and I hate to say this, but the character, she wasn't a very likable character in the beginning of the movie. She just sort of seemed I'm not
cold,
saying, now let me go on record.
But
I'm not saying she should have been raped. I'm just saying she didn't seem like a very likable character. So I could see horror movie fans of the 70s, especially, having that reaction. I can see that, but I can also see Roger Ebert's uh, views, and I would agree with him on that. I probably would have confronted somebody though if it had been me, but I'm a dickhead.
Well, that's what I'm
Roger Ebert
saying.
was not. We did use one term, and I'll talk about later that we agreed on in the movie. Me and Roger Ebert.
Okay.
We're not going to spoil that yet.
All right. When Jennifer shoots the ground in front of Johnny, the effect was achieved by getting a firecracker and placing it a few feet away from the actor. Therefore, when it went off, it gave the effect of a gunshot. Johnny jumping back startled was the actor's genuine reaction. So they threw a firecracker at him.
Okay. Whatever. Whatever works, you know.
Well, it sort of looked like a bullet hitting the ground, I guess.
I
It
wouldn't
blew
know.
up.
I would not know.
When Stanley kicks Jennifer in the stomach, Anthony Nichols accidentally kicked Camille Keaton for real.
Oh no.
Bummer. We've talked about a bunch of this stuff already.
Okay.
So, what were you saying that you had to say there about something?
Are we done with trivia?
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of it earlier.
So we're down to reviewing the movie.
Okay, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, you got something else to add?
No, I thought unless you don't, go ahead.
I don't have anything. You
All
want me to
right.
be the first to review this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Roger Ebert called this movie garbage, and I'm going to agree with him. I think this movie's garbage. I didn't like this movie. I don't think it really was acted well. I don't think it was written well. And I think it was just absolute graphic violence for the sake of it. I don't think this is a horror movie. I think it's just a real um, movie of this exploitation, and I just don't like this movie at all. I'm going to be honest. I actually quit watching it in the middle of it before she started getting her revenge because I just didn't care anymore. I don't care for this movie at all. I've mentioned Last House on the Left like 10 times. I thought that was
So
even though
you didn't get to see none of the scenes where she
I,
killed
I,
the guy?
I remember him. I've seen it before and I just didn't care. I didn't even care at this point. No, not a movie I care for at all. I'm not going to say it's the worst movie ever because it's not. It certainly isn't as bad as Blood for Dracula. No, I just don't like it. I just think it was an exploitation movie that just really has no purpose. I don't recommend anybody even watching this thing unless you're just a fan. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Certainly don't show this movie to any kids.
Oh yeah, for
Kids should
sure.
not be allowed to see this. And there's no grandkids here tonight, or I probably wouldn't even have done the show tonight, honestly, because I wouldn't want them even hearing anything about it. I don't think it's a good movie. I don't think it really has a purpose. I do respect the acting in it because the lady did a good job with the fucking gross shit she had to deal with. Um, they, I don't know, man. I just don't care for this thing at all. Not a fan. I
Okay.
think you're getting revenge on me because you didn't like my damn Dr. Jekyll movie. So you picked this to get me back, and you did. It achieved your goal. Not a fan, man.
Oh,
But
okay.
I have seen it before. I remember it, and I didn't like it when I saw it the first time. I don't know exactly when that was, but I know I never watched it again, and I know why now because it's just not my thing. I'm not going to say it's a terrible movie, but it is sort of a garbage movie. I agree with Roger Ebert. Something you'll never hear me say most of the time.
All right.
Just very gimmicky and very copy. You know, the 70s, they were trying to top each other, I think. I don't know. The 70s was a weird time for movies. You got some of the greatest movies in the history of the genre, like Halloween came out, Chainsaw came out. It's too many to name. But then you got some real movies that were just trying to exploit off of the whole horror genre. This is not a horror movie, it's just a horrific exploitation movie that they could probably make now on the Lifetime channel and make it less explicit and more graphic as far as language, you know. I don't like it. Not a fan. Don't care for it.
All right. What are you giving it?
I don't know that I'm even going to give it a grade. because I don't think it's fair to give it a grade, because I don't want to give it a 1 because I don't think it is a 1. It's just, I mean, no, I'm just saying, I don't, it's just one. Yeah, I've done this before. I just don't want to grade it because it's just not something that I really want to grade, if that makes any sense.
Right.
It's not Blood for Dracula bad, no. It's just not a movie I care for. So I'm going to give it an I, even though I just said L.
In,
Maybe it is a loser. I don't know.
incomplete.
Incomplete.
All right.
No rating. I don't suggest this movie to anybody except Brett, I guess. The
Well,
sequel was a bit better, but no.
the remake, you mean?
The remake. I haven't seen the sequel. Not a fan of this movie, and I'm sort of mad you made me watch it and pay $10 on Vudu for it.
Oh
But
shit.
it's there. If I ever need to review it again, I guess it's there. I don't know, man.
All right.
Your turn. I have no more to say about this movie.
Well, this is another one of them drive-in movies that you see. They hyped this up, you know, back in the day.
Oh, it's definitely more of a graphic movie than anything from the 70s that I've seen. Because I consider Chainsaw like almost a hell, I'd probably show it to the grandkids. There's nothing bad in Chainsaw. The worst part of that's when Hitchhiker cuts himself with a razor blade. This movie's just horrific.
But anyway,
It's a drive-in movie, you said. So tell me all about it, Bubba.
tell you
Bubby.
all about it. Well, it was
I really do. I want to hear your views on it because I'm sure you got
it was very hyped up. There was a lot of hype around it because it was banned and all that
it
kind of
was
shit.
banned, yeah.
I was 13, it's like it's like sort of like the Faces of Death. Oh, I gotta see the Faces of Death.
And that would have
Well,
been me. That was my generation, was all about the faces of death.
and that's one of them deals.
I get it. I totally get it.
The first time I seen this, I was like,
What the fuck did I just
"What
watch?
did I just watch?"
Yeah,
Uh, I don't think it's a awful movie though. Like you think it's fucking awful. I
it's
don't think
pretty
it's
awful,
awful.
man.
The
It
you
didn't have
know
to be so graphic.
well,
I think they exploited it, and I think they made it graphic on purpose, is what I'm getting at.
yeah, they did. That's what he did. He wanted it to be seen. That's why he did it that way.
Oh, good for
He
him.
wanted it to be as realistic as possible.
He sure had a lot of success later, it looked like. Not.
But it's just one of them, movies. It is what it is. Uh, I don't know when the last time I seen this. I don't know if this has ever been out on streaming before for sure.
It's on Fandango.
I mean, like,
Relatively cheap, though.
I
I
mean,
almost bought the remake by accident. I kind of wish I had of now.
but it's graphic. But I did like the cinematography and
It's
the,
graphic, but then again, it's almost a fake graphic in my opinion. I don't know. I guess now in the 2025s, everything is so graphic that this movie just seems sort of. Oh no, man! I just can't get on board with this thing. Mm-mm,
you keep saying this,
mm-mm. I
but
can show you some graphic shit that's made in the modern day that's way more graphic than this, but it's still got some
well,
artistic value to it.
well, Terrifier movies, they were pretty
Oh, those
graphic.
aren't graphic. Those are comedies. If I had somewhere to put it, I'd buy the Art the Clown Santa Claus for Christmas, but I have nowhere to put anything.
Yeah.
I've
But
almost got my
anyway,
living room perfect. So back to your movie, Brett. I'm sorry.
oh shit, this is going really well. Now I forget what the fuck I was gonna
You
say.
were talking about it was a drive-in movie, is the last you said before
No, I
I
said the
kidnapped you.
cinematography, the like the long shots they did of them and stuff. They did a really good job with that, and it was mostly long shots and short shots. There wasn't no in between on like the people and everything. It was either a close up or it was a long shot. There wasn't no like in between on it. But Thought that was sort of cool the way they did that. Uh, and like you said, the no score thing, I thought that was really cool too.
I'll give it
So,
credit. That's why I don't want to give it like a 1 or a 0 rating because it's not. It's I respect what the filmmaker did. Let me make that straight. And I think the no score was great for a movie like this. And yeah, I'm actually holding a battery. Don't ask me why. So yeah, I'm with you on that. No
uh,
score was good.
this movie does not hold up very well, but
No.
I'm glad I did get the Blu-ray for my collection though.
Yeah.
Uh, who knows? I might watch it 10 years down the road again. Who knows?
10 years from now, yeah.
If I'm bored.
I've never owned this movie on any format, but I have seen it. I remember it.
But it doesn't hold up well.
No,
Uh, she was the only good acting part, I think. The other two, well, except for the mentally disabled guy,
he did a
but
good job.
the other three
They were
guys,
terrible, man. They were terrible actors. I could have done a better job of that when I was 8 years old, probably. They were not good actors. It's a not well acted movie besides the lady and the one guy.
so with that being said, I'm going to give this a 1.5.
Wow. I thought
Yeah.
you'd have gave it a higher rating, Brett. I was expecting a 2 or 3 from
No,
you.
I can't because it don't hold up. Who knows
Mm-mm.
the next time I'll ever watch this thing. It's just going to sit, collect dust.
If I had to rate it, it would have been like a 0.5, but I'm not going to give it that. I'm just giving it the I. And I've done that before.
Yeah,
I
it
think I
is.
gave
It
that to
is what it
Pumpkinhead.
is. It was.
Pumpkinhead's a better movie.
It's more of a hype movie. It was hyped up.
It was hyped up. It was all.
Banned in all these countries and all this
I can
shit.
see why this got banned. I don't. I'm not. I'm against banning anything, but I could see why this was banned. It was just
But
unnecessary.
like I said, man, when you're 13 and if it's
You
banned,
seeing this?
you got to see that
You're
motherfucker.
seeing this lady's 70s.
The
Yeah,
70s, the 70s
the 70s
big
bush.
brown beaver.
Yeah, I'm glad people learned how to do hygiene now.
Well, at least trim for fuck's sake. Come
God,
on.
yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's all we got for
Do you recommend this or not?
I think everybody should see it once just to see it.
I don't. I wouldn't wish that on most people.
All right. I think if you're a true horror fan, I think
It's
you
not
need
a
to.
horror movie.
I can still consider it a horror movie, but
I don't. I consider something like Blackula more of a horror movie, even though that's an exploit movie as well. But at least it had a vampire in it, I guess.
all right. A little less than 2 weeks, we're gonna be on Screamify app. So
Yes, we will.
$2.99 a month forever. Check it
And
out.
every movie I've seen on that's better than this. So there you go. Some good movies on Screamify
Yeah,
app. I'm
there is actually.
very impressive,
That
but
clown in the cornfield's fucking cool as shit. Have you
I
seen
would
that
rather
yet?
see a good independent film from now than watching some of this crap that came out in the 70s. That's just my opinion.
I was maybe wanting to contact the people in that movie,
We should do that.
see if
I
we can
think it would be great.
get them on the show.
I
Yeah.
mean, we promised this year we were going to push independent films more than we have.
Well,
We're
still
trying.
we're still in there. We got the Redhead 2 Deadhead coming out, and uh what else? The
There's a lot.
what was the other one? I can't think right now.
Nah, I've got Brett
It's been
all.
a long day.
Yeah, he's been building haunted house scenes or Halloween scenes or something.
Did you get that picture I
I
sent you?
did. I was looking at it while we were talking. It looked good.
It
I
wasn't dark.
noticed my Home Depot
Well,
demons out there.
well, it's not done. She got four of them when one of them's leg broke off.
The legs are real tricky
Yeah,
on
they
that guy.
are. They are. They're the way they ship them. That's crazy, dude.
I got mine to bend before it broke. I thought I was gonna have to take it back. The wings are apparently bad too. Mine's wings are not out because it's in the house. I probably will never move that guy. He'll probably stay
Well, the
there until I
wings
die.
suck. The wings suck to get him, and if the wind blows,
Yeah.
it's not good. It's
Whatever
almost better
kid
for him to
is
stay down.
responsible for this museum and studio is going to have to take this demon off the wall when I'm dead because he's never moving. He's staying there forever, and I love it because Gene Simmons' picture's right above him. Should I spoil next week's movie?
No,
Damn.
we'll talk about that after. All right, everybody, check us out on all the social medias. Join the evil group, the evil
Been kind of
ones.
quiet on the evil group the last week or
Yeah, I
two.
know. I know.
Throwing a few things on there. I need to post a little bit more. There's something the other day. I don't think I posted it, and I should have. I don't remember what it is now.
Well, if you remember it, post that shit.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I don't know. I've been just sort of off of Facebook the last week. Too many idiots on there for me.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
I'd rather go to X where you get the complete wild world. At least it's fun. X is fun. Facebook is not. Facebook is not fun anymore, dude.
Well, if it wasn't for the podcast,
You give it up.
I probably wouldn't be on social media at all, dude. On none of it.
X is fun, man.
So, yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit on there.
Yeah, they don't censor nothing, but that's what I like.
We're on X, so
I like the uncensored, unfiltered fun of it.
all right. Until
It's like
next week,
watching-
everybody. We love
It's
y'all.
like watching Spit on Your Grave if you were on X. Till next week.
Till next week. Who knows? Carl's gonna let me know what the hell we're doing next week. So
And look what I found in the floor.
oh, I got one of them.
We must have both got them from somewhere.
Is that the patch?
It's the patch, yeah.
I got mine behind me on my Halloween.
I know. I
PlayStation
saw
there in
him
the
up
corner.
there. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
God, I love this table.
All righty, everybody. We'll quit boring you now and quit bullshitting.
Bullshit, no more. Good night and stay evil.
Stay evil, everybody.
Don't watch that movie.
Bye.